Alright, welcome back to another episode here on our WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager Mode. I am, of course, Dominic on the Bad Wrestling channel. We are getting right back into it. First off, before we start off this episode, I just want to say thank you for all the support. Okay, I know we just had our first pay-per-view, the Backlash pay-per-view, so I just want to say thank you to everybody who has shown up onto this little series and has shown it support. So thank you everybody for that. However, let's get into it now. I will say this next show might not be super interesting, but it's more like a setup show. Okay, we have some setup shows. That's what's happening. Okay, we got little things that's gonna happen. Okay, so let's look at the roster real quick. Just do that. There we go. Okay, so Triple H, he's unhappy, and I'm thinking maybe he could face off against somebody, right, for our main event and see exactly what he can do. However, another person I feel like deserves to be in higher gear and higher popularity, Rey Mysterio. So, main event is going to be very interesting. Okay, we're going to start off with the main event. We're going to have a match type between the Game, Triple H, of course, Triple H, and Rey Mysterio. However, WWE title is on the line. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Because, to be honest, Kurt Angle and Triple H are both kind of hurt, so I feel like Triple H in a singles match wouldn't be too bad. And Kurt Angle isn't going to be really on the show. I mean, not till, the following week. So, yeah, at least that's what I have planned. So, whatever. Anyways, so we got that. So then, we've got a tables tag team matchup between Eddie and Chavo versus Daivari. Okay, I can't say his name, so Daivari, and Muhammad Hassan, the Not Terrorist. Okay, not for the titles. However, you might be thinking, what about the Kurt Angle feud with Triple H? Well, that's going to be rivalry plus match. Kurt Angle, Triple H. Other promo, by the way, is going to be in advertising because we need money. And I'm just going to put the merchandise sponsorship. Yeah, well, see, the advertising promo gives you $150,000. That's the guarantee. However, merchandise sponsorship could give you a lot of money. However, I'm just going to stay with the advertising for now. Just for now. Okay, after that, we're going to have number one contenders Iron Woman match. Because apparently you can do an Iron Woman match. 60 minutes. Who cares? They really care about the women's title. It's going to be Christy Hemme taking on Trish Stratus. Just to get Tori Wilson and Stacey Keebler, that feud's over, it feels like. So, Christy Hemme versus Trish Stratus in a number one contenders Iron Woman matchup. Because that sounds like really freaking great. Next up after that is going to be the Animal Batista, the Intercontinental Champion, I think, versus Kane. It's been a few days since yes, the Intercontinental Champion Kane taking on Batista. I knew that. It's been a few days since the last time I recorded this, okay? Just give me a break. Okay, so Batista versus Kane. Then after that, or before that, I should say, it's going to be the world's largest athlete, the Big Show, taking on another member of Evolution, Randy Orton. Now, I do realize, a lot of my roster feels like it's Evolution, because, it's Randy Orton, it's, Batista, and, of course, Ric Flair, who's going to be in this next matchup. So, Carlito is going to be his opponent. So, Carlito versus Ric Flair, because neither of them really have a ton of popularity, but they have a good amount. Okay, so we got Carlito versus Ric Flair, 58 popularity versus 66 popularity. A kick off the show. Big Show versus Randy Orton, advertising promo. Batista versus Kane, 81-73, 68-52. But it's an Iron Woman match, so hopefully that will give us a lot of stars. Rivalry in place matchup, which was Kurt Angle, and that rivalry might just go off the rails with Triple H versus Rey Mysterio WWE title match as the main event. So I think this is going to be a good show. Hopefully it wins. Simulate the matches. Carlito defeating Ric Flair. Interesting. However, Randy Orton, his Evolution buddy, defeating the world's largest athlete, The Big Show. That should start those two feuds. So Big Show versus Randy Orton and Carlito versus Ric Flair. Batista versus Kane, that feud I believe was already happening. So that feud just continuing. Either that or Batista's... Because I remember like Batista was the Intercontinental Champion. So I think that feud was already happening. Maybe. Anyways. Christy Hemme gonna go on to fight Stacy Keibler for the women's title. Interesting stuff, I guess. Mamina San Davari, however, defeating the tag team champions. It's pretty interesting right there. And then Rey Mysterio, the new WWE champion, to end off this first show on this episode of GM mode. So he's the new WWE Undisputed Champion. However, SmackDown... Why SmackDown? Oh my god, okay. That's why they won that. Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. Okay, I can see that. A sleeper match to excite the fans? What? A sleeper match? Batista versus Kane? That sounds like a great matchup. However, we're still winning. But that's a little frustrating. That is a little bit frustrating. Low on cash. Yeah, stop. I know my cash. However, Rey Mysterio boosting himself up. Kurt Angle, he wants, a little help from the rest. Fine. Okay, it's fine. However, Muhammad Hassan, oh my god, he's like 63 popularity. He's doing pretty good. I'm gonna give him a 5 week. Just to kind of, do some general manager duties. Carlito as well. I want to give him some 5 week. Because I don't want the contracts to run out. And I'm just not expecting it. However, right now, well, this is good timing. Slander promotion is what I put down because you know what, Raw, even though we lost last week, I'm gonna yell about them. I'm gonna yell about SmackDown. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Okay, we're the better show, clearly, especially by the show that I have right now. So, first off, match type singles, no manager. Rey Mysterio is not in the main event, even though he just won. Actually, I'm gonna change that. It's a backstage brawl. Parking lot brawl. Sure. Triple H versus Kurt Angle. Still gonna be a highlight feud right there. A very highlighted feud. Another highlighted feud is the Intercontinental title. As that feud is gonna continue on in a steel cage brawl between Kane and the Animal Batista right there. Okay, and that feud's going pretty strong right there. I will say 72, 81, popularity 85. So this is a good build so far. This show, I will say, is probably a better build than the last show that I have planned. So, the WWE Championship. Okay, it needs a feud built around it, right? And I don't want to have Rey Mysterio versus Triple H again. Okay, we just kind of saw that. Okay, Triple H is kind of already busy with Kurt Angle. But what about another one? What about another man? Randy Orton. That's right, you heard me correctly. Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio. That feud starts. He was trying to win the WWE title back for Triple H and all of Evolution. I don't know. While Triple H is busy with Kurt Angle, makes sense. Makes a bit of sense. However, main event was a first blood match because this feud kind of needs all the help it's gonna get. Ric Flair versus Carlito. That feud is definitely still happening. Okay, and then after that, we're just gonna start another feud with where are you? Christy Hemme. Christy Hemme versus Stacy Keibler. Consider Christy Hemme won last week. Why not start that feud? Oh my god, it's all 3-star matches. I wasn't gonna see this quite yet, but okay. I just wanted to double check to make sure Christy Hemme is the number 1 contender. So let's have that match start, and then another match. Singles with manager, because we have to keep this feud a-rolling. Daivari versus Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero, of course, with Eddie Guerrero. And Daivari, of course, with Muhammad Hassan. And just to make sure of something... Okay, yeah, so it is Daivari versus Chavo. Thus, I'm gonna switch this out. So it's Chavo. Yeah. Because then the feuds would continue. I don't know if the I don't know if, like, you have the two feuding guys fighting each other, and then they both have managers. I don't know if... And, like, the managers are in a feud. I don't know if that feud continues. I hope that made sense. Anyways, yeah, Eddie Guerrero versus Daivari. Manager Chavo Guerrero. Muhammad Hassan there as well. Okay, so... I think this is a good show, I believe. I believe this is a good show. So let's see. Advance to the show. Eddie Guerrero with Chavo Guerrero losing to Daivari with Muhammad Hassan. Okay, they are looking pretty good. They might earn themselves a title shot fairly soon. Stacy Keibler defeating Christy Hemme. Even though number one contenders match. Sure, whatever. Ric Flair defeating Carlito in a first blood match, getting his win back. Rey Mysterio defeating Randy Orton. Rey Mysterio up on the incline, while Evolution looking to be on the decline due to the actions of Rey Mysterio and other members of the Raw roster. Batista, however, looking really good, defeating Kane in a steel cage match. And Triple H, even though Kurt Angle returning to Monday Night Raw because he was complaining that he wants to be back on the show, like a bitch, losing to Triple H. Interesting. I don't know why. I keep always clicking the start button to save the game. I might as well save it. Who cares? You know what I mean? So, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Exit GM mode? No. Continue. Let's see what the show is. Rumors? No, Triple H, why are you injured? Oh, hold on. Raw got plus 60,000, by the way. Cool. Not to worry yet. Okay, it's just a minor injury. Oof. That's just a minor injury. Dang it. And then Rob Van Dam can't buy a victory. Does he want to come over to my show? I will gladly have him come over to our show. You know what I'm saying? Minor injury. 3 weeks. Okay. That's a bit frustrating because they're like a top feud right there, but it's fine. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Anyways, let me see our show last week. Ooh, look at that build. That's what I'm talking about. We got Kane, Batista, Triple H, yeah. Yes, I'm into that. Better than these 3-star matches. I like that incline right there. And then what is this? What is it? Psh, who cares? It's Undertaker versus John. Psh, who cares about the Undertaker versus John Cena? Who cares about Shawn Michaels beating this Christopher man that I don't know who that is because WWE never talks about him. Mainly, possibly, potentially due to some weird, strange, horrific thing that might have happened in the past. I don't know. I don't know who Christopher Benoit is. I don't know. JBL defeating Jericho. Edge defeating Booker T. Where was Rob Van Dam? Rob Van Dam with Shelton Benjamin. Also, they didn't have very many matches. And specialty matches. Which is like, sure, why not? But Van Dam can't buy a victory. How? What's his popularity? I might think about it. 45 weeks for The Undertaker. Jeez, okay, you're really holding on that Undertaker, man. Okay, Rob Van Dam's at 57. Who do I have that's 57? Just out of curiosity. Tori Wilson? Carlito? I have Carlito. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because, Carlito's kind of in a feud right now, but we'll see. Maybe a little bit of some trading might happen. I don't know. Anyways, however, that's going to have to be the end of this episode here on our SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager mode. If you guys like to, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I am, of course, Dominic. Have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye.
Yo.